The mood of the poet Shakespeare as he composes Sonnet 87 is a sad and dejected one. In this sonnet, he terminates his long standing relationship with his dear friend, the fair youth. The fair youth here is believed to be the Earl of Southampton. In the past, the fair young friend of the poet had given a lot of importance to the literary genius of Shakespeare. But now, the poet realizes that things have changed. The friend no longer gives him the attention he had given him in the past. Welcome back to the channel, my dear friends. This is Mehjabeen. Today I am going to present a summary of William Shakespeare's Sonnet 87. The poet begins the sonnet by bidding farewell to his dear friend, the fair youth. He says that his friend has a very high position in society. In other words, the friend is too precious a person and the poet does not deserve to have a relationship with him. And probably the friend is well aware of this situation. He knows his own value. The right of the friend to know his own worth has released him from his long relationship with the poet. In other words, the poet has freed his friend by terminating his friendship with him. The poet goes on to explain the situation. He says that it is not possible for him to hold on to that relationship with his friend if the friend is not willing to have him in his life. The poet says that he is an ordinary man with ordinary skills. He is not talented enough to deserve the precious friendship of the fair youth. The poet lacks the reasons which would inspire the friend to continue to maintain his relationship with the poet. In other words, the poet does not have enough poetic abilities that would empower him to write poems in praise of the beauty of his friend. So, the claim that the poet had over the friend's continuing patronage for his poetry is now shaking. The poet also says that in the past, when his dear friend had chosen to grant him his patronage, the friend had not been quite aware of his own worth. Without fully understanding his own value as a man, the friend had given the poet his attentions. Or it was also possible that the friend misunderstood the actual creative abilities of the poet. Perhaps he overestimated the poet's skills. As a result, the cherished gift of patronizing a writer had gone to the wrong person and it had remained trapped in that position for quite long. However, on making some good judgment of the situation, the friend had realized that he had been showering his attention and grace on the wrong writer. In the concluding lines of the sonnet, the poet says that he had been dreaming all this while that he would continue to receive the friend's patronage all his life. But on waking up from his sleep, he discovered that the reality was totally different. While sleeping, he had felt that he was as rich as a king. But upon waking up, he found that there was nothing of value in his life. The main idea that the poet tries to convey in Sonnet 87 is that his friend, that is the Earl of Southampton, had given him his lavish patronage in the past, but later seemed to have discovered that the poet did not truly deserve all his attention because he lacked the genuine skill to depict the beauty and charm of his friend. So the friend decided to ignore the relationship altogether. With this, I come to the end of today's video. I have already uploaded line by line explanation of this sonnet. The link is on the end screen of this video. Thank you so much for visiting this channel. Until the next time we meet again, bye.